Hello and welcome to my first stream in a very long time. I will play some chess today, as always, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I think I'll just get starting with some blitz games. But if you have any suggestions for what I should play, maybe some variations, we could do some tactics, anything, that's very possible. So just yeah, suggest if you have anything, and also if you want to play me, just ask. Let's see how we do this. Standard. Let's start with 3 minutes, no increment. I'm not sure how well it fits in a stream because yeah, it might be a bit too fast, but let's try at least and we'll see. Okay, black pieces. So he disconnected. Okay. Good start, good start. Okay, we have a game. Let's play this one out first. 4 knights, I play that a lot, so that's good. Okay, I think I'll just play. I think I'll take. And he takes with the queen. I cannot take because of this pin. So I think I'll just keep developing my pieces for now. Now, if he forgets, I can take his queen, but no, he did not forget. Too bad, too bad. Yeah, it's pretty much about playing fast when you play without increment, I think. So not that important to make the most quality moves, but of course, the better moves you make, the more troubles he will have to find good moves, and maybe he will use time as well. But you can certainly win some games in dead lost positions just by flagging in 3+0, as I play now. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, let's play fast, as I said. I don't really have any purpose with this last move, but... okay, can I take? Take, but he can go here, and I have to move my queen, and he can take here. I guess. Any tricks? I don't think so. So I guess it will just be some trades. If he takes here, or he can trade rooks first if he wants to. Now he's threatening my rook. Ah, and he's threatening this too. Oh no, this is a huge blunder. He could have taken this rook with a check first. Yeah, this position is very bad. If he goes here. Okay. I don't think that was the best move. But now I'm threatening here. Okay, I can win this pawn with a check. I think I'll do that. Also not threatening here and here, but my pawns are also pretty loose. Yeah, he took that one. I'll take this one. He might just have a perpetual at some point. So There's that. I think I'll just go here, and if he takes it, I'll take here. Okay, he took that one instead. I'll just keep running, but there might be a very high chance for a perpetual at some point. So I could try to stop the perpetual, but he might just do it now. And also, I'm not sure if I'm better here. Should I try this? It's more fun to try, at least. You could take this one. And this one, okay, this was not precise. But this pawn is so far up, so I might not be losing even though I'm so many pawns down. I'm a bit down on the clock. I'm actually more worried about that. Am I able to escape the checks here? I somewhat doubt it. Now he still have a check here. I think that might be his only check. I mean, yeah. The clock though. The clock is an issue. The clock is a big issue. Wow. What was that? Blunder? Clock though, it's kind of problematic. Ugh. Okay. I think I might just have to sack my queen to... Okay, maybe some hope, but I can't flag here, that's the problem. Yeah, I just have to do this to not lose on time. Not the best game, but I struggled with the clock. I did not play fast enough, so it's a kind of interesting end game though. Yeah, say just, yeah, some of these positions where I am 2 pawns down, but my pawn is much further up the board, which is very important in queen endgames. So we can actually check the evaluation on this position. Like, yeah. So it says it's a slight advantage for black, minus 0.3, but not really a winning advantage either. It was kind of interesting though, like this position where I think we both might have had better moves here, but instead of staying over here protecting the pawns, I just ran away and dropped both pawns, which might have been slightly unnecessary. It might also have been unnecessary for him to let my king escape. Yeah, and but then of course I should have won when he... I guess it was a blunder, or if he felt like he had to. No, he could just keep checking me. He took care, and I of course win this position, and I should win it even with 20 seconds left, as it says I have. But I panicked a bit, and I mean, I had a winning position right towards the end. But yeah, now I have so little time, so I didn't want to flag and lose the game, so I just gave away my queen, so at least a draw. I think I'll play one more 3-0, and maybe we should consider playing with a bit more time or adding some increments after that. So let's try one more. Try to get the pace up a bit more. I'm not really familiar with this opening, but I'll just try to play some normal moves and we'll see. Okay, he castled queenside, so I can try to attack queenside if I want to, or I can castle there as well. Not really sure what I should do with my king yet, but I should probably figure that out soon. I think this is a threat. Is it not? I think I'm winning a piece or an exchange now at least. By going here. Oh, he could go back. Okay, but then I can move the other knight, probably. And if he goes here, I have a discovery, which should be good. And now this. Oh, I actually win the queen because I check him as well. I thought I only would win the rook. That was a nice tactic. I think it was kind of forced as well. But now I need to keep playing fast. So, same thing as in the last game, what happened? Why didn't I just take that pawn? Okay, whatever. Still up a queen. I think I'll play this move now. Try to trade off some pieces. All trades are good here. Oh, I could just go here, win the bishop. I'll do that if he recaptures. But he started thinking, so that might be he has seen the danger. Shouldn't really be decisive though. He could maybe try to take here, but then I'll take here or just push and have a pawn very close to becoming a second queen. So maybe he has actually quit. Yeah, disconnected. 20 seconds till the win. Unless he reconnects, but even if he does, it should be a very one position. Good. Plus 41 rating, that tells I haven't played a lot lately. And as this went so well, let's do another one. Can't end on such a win. French. Let me play this variation. It's okay. Now I don't know anything about what to play. Yeah, okay. Let's play some natural moves and we'll see. So is he planning to push that one further? I could go here, kind of weakens the light squares though. What should be my plan now? Go here? I'm not sure. Let's do it. So he takes, I take, I have a passed pawn. He has kind of some dangerous pawns in the center as well though. Oh, blundered a pawn. But yeah, it's not too bad, I think. Should I take? These pawns are a bit scary though. I think I just take. I'm down quite a bit on time. But now I'm not down a pawn anymore. So that's something. Oh, I could just take the bishop. So blind, so blind. Might not be too bad to actually sack and exchange here for a pawn. Or I can just go here. But I need to play fast. This is hanging still, but he can then take this one. Okay. I still feel all three results are possible in this position. But the clock is bad. He doesn't move his king, he blunders. Yes. Need to play fast though. Didn't really need to sacrifice the rook, but okay, he took a knight too. But this is not enough. And I should have plenty of time here. 12 seconds to a very close checkmate. Good game, good game. Oh, this is not a common opening move. Is it any way to exploit that immediately? At least I should not spend too much time on it. I think I just play normal. Or just do this. This can't be good for him, but he castled kingside even after all those weaknesses he has made. I'm planning on castling queenside here. If castling at all. Is this a big threat? Could go here. He does. Castle queenside. He might start attacking my queenside now, but at least that will take some time. I kind of want to do this. An interesting sacrifice, hopefully. Hopefully. His king isn't too comfortable. I think we can say that for sure. But he is up a piece. And my attack isn't quite through yet. I have 2 pawns though for the piece. And yet again, quite a bit down on time. I guess the explaining part of doing this on stream takes some time. Threatening that, but he stopped it. Really just try to push. Yeah, probably not good enough, but he still can't feel too safe about his king. Oh. Queen blunder. Queen blunder. And he even has so much time. So what else can we do? What is this? Endgames. I haven't seen that before. So is this what used to be called drills? No, there's some other thing called drills. So 5 positions as quickly as you can with 2 rooks endgame. Probably not the fastest, but wasn't this 2 rooks endgame? Amazing! 39 seconds. Was that good? What? Someone has done it in 7 seconds? Okay. Today? Yeah. Let's try one more. This one I can improve at least. I think there might be a faster way to solve this too, but this is very simple at least. So 32, let's see. I did better now, but it's just a bit confusing, I think, this diffs. Because it says plus 1.8, but I would call that minus if I'm ahead. But yeah, saved a lot of time on the third one. I found a faster approach there. And the last one. The other ones I actually lost some time at. I mean, there might be... The way to do this really fast is, of course, as it seems to be the same puzzles each time, you just find the fastest mate beforehand and then you execute it. I think this was a bit fun though. What else do we have? Pawn, winning king and pawn. So I guess it's the same thing. Oh. Oh wait, I have to do the whole checkmate. Okay, I need to restart. I thought I was done when I got the queen. Tough one. Not sure if that's the right term for it, but one more. Oh, okay. I kind of think he will do the first move, so I'm kind of waiting there in the start. But I mean, I think this is a kind of stupid, because the pawn part is such a small part of the oh, did I blunder? Yeah, I blundered. Okay, this is too exhausting to do quickly. Yeah, because it's pretty much queen checkmates, and then, well, there is this other thing with the pawn first, but that's actually not too much of the time. I think maybe it should stop when you got a queen. Let's do a puzzle rush. I haven't done those in a very long time. Top score 26 here on my streaming account. So yeah, that's 5 minutes. I guess that was the normal one. The original one. All right, let's go. Checkmate. Checkmate. Winning a piece. Go here. Okay. I think I have to take. That was weird. Unstoppable pawn. Winning the rook. Checkmate. I'm not too quick today, but checkmate. Dangerous check. And mate. Okay. Checkmate. And this has to be the move. Just take. Which knight should I take with first? He has this. What's the difference? I think I should take with this one. Because the other knight also had another job, kind of helping in with that checkmate. What's the idea here? Okay, one mistake, that's fine. Okay, which knight first? This one or this one? Maybe that means it's neither move. Yeah, it's not really anything. Maybe this. I found it, but it took a bit too much time. This one is much easier. Check. Mate. White to move. This checkmate. Yeah. Probably just go here and win the pawn race. Ooh. This though, is it only one? This should be good enough. Yeah. What is this mate called? Can we trap the queen? This looks good. Oh, yeah, okay. $20. Let's look at the ones I didn't make. So is this what I played? No. Does it say what I played here? So I guess this is the position you get, and I took, and yeah, this was actually quite simple. Okay, I can't show it for some reason. Also, I see the puzzle thing doesn't quite fit the screen, but yeah, I'll fix that. You can see most of it. Yeah, but just a check here and winning the queen. And then we had this one. Is it possible to trap the queen here? Oh, okay, this is position. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. Checkmate. And final one, I didn't. Yeah, I just tried to push this H pawn. Yeah, that's a better idea. Checkmate. What else do chess.com have to offer? Could try to do some tactics, or yeah, puzzles it's called now. I just this no. Just give me 1 second. I think this is okay. Puzzles. I'm not a premium member now, so I might only have a limited number of puzzles. But alright. Equal material. His king might be in some trouble. This looks quite powerful actually. This is the only move. And this, and if he goes back, it's a discovery, which might, for instance, win the rook. So he needs to take the pawn. Then I go here. And yeah. Yeah, that was it. I can win the bishop. Also, like if he goes here, it's an immediate checkmate. If he goes back up, I guess my best move is to take the bishop. If he goes here, but check, he goes back. Yeah, I think it's winning a bishop. That is the best if he plays the best defenses. But that should be enough. Okay, his king is very contained in his own pieces. So is it any way to try to checkmate it? Material, I'm down a rook, it seems like. Meaning it's probably not just about winning a piece. This one is probably about checkmate or winning a queen or something like that. I could try to like go up with my knight. And if this guy was pinned, these would have been really nice checkmates, but it's not pinned. And it doesn't seem that easy to pin it either. So can I like see what was his last move? Because that's actually, sometimes that's nice because it kind of tells what has changed since the last move. And that might have created the weakness, which I'm going to exploit now. This is kind of weak. Never mind. I forgot about the rook. I can't say I see it immediately. Can the queen do... I don't think the queen can do anything by herself. So I think it has to be this knight. But I don't quite see it. And I can go up. What's the threat? What about bishop here? Probably not good enough. Because even if it was if I had like two moves in a row, and I then decided to take here, and he took back with the bishop, and I gave a check. He could still survive by, for instance, going knight back here. And if I start by taking some piece, doesn't quite seem like enough either. I guess if I could take here and he takes and I take, and I also have a lot of pressure here, but as I'm down a rook, it's not really enough, I think. It was the correct start, but then he had some other defense. Could I try to go back? And he goes here, I go like here. I don't see that's too scary. This puzzle really puzzles me. Anyone have any suggestions for moves we can look at? We could just ignore this bishop threat, or we could move the bishop back somewhere. Or we can take the knight. I'll just do this. I am really lucky now. This is pretty much guessing. But after 2 correct guesses, maybe we can try to figure out the rest. Thing is, if I now move this bishop, the queen is threatened. You can't do anything about my bishop move. So what is the best bishop move? Could just be going here. No, then he can actually take. Yeah, and he can even take here first. never mind. Okay. So maybe going here then. And he just gave away the queen. Think I should take it. I didn't understand anything here. And yet somehow I made it. Let's look at this one. So first move takes. So if he just takes back, yeah, then this is the idea. A lot of pressure here. And if he like just moves the rook to give his king some room to escape, then queen e5. I don't like this puzzle. It's not forcing enough. I don't bother. Let's just call it a bad puzzle and move on. Lucky I made that one. Alright. And then 3 pawns and a rook for 2 knights. That's not too good. Luckily, I most likely have a tactic that could save me here. But what is it? There is quite some pressure toward his king. So what if I just start by taking here? It takes back with maybe pawn. Yeah, and then I could go here. Threatening checkmate. But he could defend again that checkmate. But then I can take this guy. And then I win back some material. I guess if I was rook and 3 pawns down for 2 knights, that's actually fair. But there might be something better. There's another problem here. After this line where I take, where he pushes e5, sorry, e4, he can then push e5 and win a piece back. But yeah, let's just assume this is the first move. And he took with a rook. Then this might be a huge threat. He could go f3, might be his only defense. And then I could take the bishop, and that could just be it. Okay, you could also move queen in. No. I can just take that queen. What is going on here? What is this? So, first. Okay, that's far from the best move, the computer says, but if it goes here, yeah, it just says take care, and have a good position. Hello, Charlotte. I am good. How are you? That's good. Yes, chess is very fun when you start out and when you have played for a long time. It's always fun. This puzzle though is confusing. Yes, we can play together. If you give me a few minutes, I just want to look a bit more at this puzzle, and then in like 2 minutes we can play. What's this puzzle about? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. So let's see. Okay, this is the starting point of the puzzle, and I think it's something about that his king is kind of weak. Yeah, or it didn't really end up with a checkmate, but like after I take here, he took with a rook, and I went here, and I threatened actually a couple of checkmates. And then I thought what he would do was to go pawn up here to stop that. And then I would take this bishop, and I would have like a maybe slightly better position, I thought, because yeah, he has a rook extra and 3 pawns extra, while I have 3 pieces extra. But the computer says this is just much better for me. And also, instead he went here, and that just gives away a full rook. So I don't understand the puzzle. The computer says this queen move isn't the best either, so I'm not sure why the puzzle did it. But yeah, this was confusing. How many moves do you have? Like how many moves I have to calculate here? I didn't really figure out the whole puzzle beforehand, so I kind of did one move at a time. But if I was going to solve the puzzle, I had to make, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 moves correct. Though, I mean, after he kind of gives up his queen, at least this last move is kind of obvious. So I guess it was 2 or 3 hard moves to find. I don't even know how to read if it's good or bad. So what do you mean by that? If a move is good or bad? Is if a puzzle is good or bad? If the evaluation is good or bad? We can play now, by the way. So if you send me an invitation, Mr. Kingsack, maybe, yeah, somewhere between 3 and 10 minutes. What's the bar at the side for? I need to check. Was it like in the... I wasn't going to do a puzzle. I think it is an evaluation bar. I'm not really sure as I removed it now, but I think it says how good the position is. So if it's like a lot of white, then it's a good position for white according to the computers, and if it's black, then it's better for black. I am 1600, yeah, and I have played some years though. But and also I am a bit higher on my non-streaming account, because I think like when you stream and you talk about moves, it takes some focus, so I don't play my very best there. Thank you for the follow as well, Charlotte. I appreciate that. You don't know how to send an invite. Maybe I can try to invite you. Do you have the same username on chess.com? I'm not really sure how to do it either, but it can't be that hard. We can use leeches. Yes, we can, but I'm not sure if I have an account available now. Do you have the same username? Is this you? The second is you. This one. So yeah, what time do you want? So I'm gonna say anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes, and we can also have increment if you want. But yeah, not more than 10 minutes. Never played with time before. Okay, that's yeah, 10. And we can also do, if we do let's see, if we do 10 minutes, and then also we get 5 seconds per move, because then you won't like run out of time. You will always get 5 more seconds per move, so you will always have some time to do the move, even if you have used all your 10 minutes. Oh. Okay, 10-5. Let's see if this works. So tell me if you didn't get it. The invite. I didn't get the invite. Are you in the on chess.com? I think you go to play and then play. And then I assume it should come up. So are you in the like the play section? Oh, you don't really see it. Sorry. Post a link in chat. Yes, that might be possible. Challenge link. I'm not sure how this works though, because okay, it worked. Good. Okay, good luck. So, oh, this is an interesting opening. I think it's called Blackmart Gambit. I don't really know much about it, but I think it's a bit cool. Okay, check. I think I'll just use my bishop. Could block with a pawn, but then my pawn will kind of later block for my knight if I want to move my knight over there, so I just offer a trade of bishops. I am up a pawn, but this pawn could easily drop at some point, so I think this is a yeah, quite even for now. I just tried to castle, I think, and we'll take it from there. I could also try to hold on to this pawn to some degree. But yeah, 10 plus 5, it's not that often I play with this long time online, so yeah, it's nice to have some more time, but I'm afraid I will play a bit fast and just, yeah, don't really utilize my time well. But probably I'll just talk it away anyway, so we'll probably be low on time in the end, anyways. Okay, I think I'll go here now and force some action here. The bishop could drop back here, but most likely we will just have a trade. And then, okay, didn't happen. Should I just move out my knight? Could I c5? c5, d5. d5, d5 takes. Yeah, I think I'll just go here. d5 could still happen though. f3, interesting move. Thing is, this is kind of the pawn I am up. So if I now just take, then I will more permanently be up a pawn. That's tempting, of course. The downside to this move is that it opens up for the rook. But I don't really see the alternative to taking either, because if not, my pawn will be captured, and that will be a scary center for white. So I'll just take. I am struggling a bit when it comes to space here. My pieces don't have too much space, so I should probably try to do something about that. And one way to get more space is to trade off some pieces. Also, now that I'm up a pawn, that's not too bad. But my only way to kind of trade off a piece immediately is by going here and do this. Not sure if I should do that though. I just move my rook for now. But yeah, my king isn't that comfortable here. There are a lot of pieces that can quite easily move over to the king side, if not already there. Alright, I could take, but then the pawn will take, and I have to move my knight. So I think maybe I shouldn't do that. Kind of want to move my bishop, but then this capture, and I need to recapture with the pawn. And that's not too good for my king. So I am under some pressure here. Not that easy to develop any of my pieces further. Okay, so how is takes, or not takes, but goes there. Takes with maybe knight, pawn takes, bishop takes. It's not too good. Okay, let me start with this move, and if white moves back here or here, I might have to move back myself, but we'll just see what happens. If not, I will take. Okay, goes back. So I think I should go, or I don't really need to go back immediately though. Maybe I can go here, try to get some space. Okay, attacking with the pawn might create trouble for my king at some point, but for now I think I'll just take here, gain some space, and after it takes back I will just go back with my knight. And I'm actually quite happy with these last moves, how I got out of this struggle. Okay, knight takes. Then I don't immediately need to move my knight, but I think I'll just do it anyway. I could actually take here. How scary will that be for me later? Stop! Queen h4, really? Hello, Leroy Crash. Yes, it's it is a bit scary maybe, but it could work. It could work. Why not? Why not? take some risks. Up 2 pawns, that's good. Maybe... Okay, if rook goes here, I actually have a check here. Which could be scary. What about this check? This way I can actually force off the queens, and that's pretty nice when I feel when I'm up 2 pawns but also struggling a bit like with the defense. Trading queens is quite good. So I think I'll do that. Unless I have something even better. He must go here now. And then I have this move. It's so much more risky. But then queen takes maybe, and I can take this rook for free. The thing is just then his queen will also be in the attack. And then rook will go here, and there will just be too much pressure. So I'm just too much of a coward to do that. We can look at it afterwards if it works. So he can take back with, yeah, pretty much whatever he wants to. Oh, this is nice. I didn't actually see this, because now I win... No, I don't win the bishop. Because if I do this, then my bishop will drop. But I can trade more pieces, which is also nice for me. And now I can win the bishop, as the king blocked this, and also I give a check while taking. I have this move, winning rook, or at least an exchange. But I'll take this, and if he takes with the king, I still have this move. I think that's a good move. Could have used the other knight as well. Didn't really consider it. Now I'll take. Yeah, okay. 2 of my pieces are threatened. Luckily, I have, for instance, this move, moving this one to protect this one. That's also nice. Now I'm up so much material, so even if I dropped a piece, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but... Now I have this move with a pin. Not really winning material if he moves the king now, but I am happy with all trades I can get at this point. I have used so much more time than my opponent though, but it's enough. Yeah, that is also a way to kind of not drop a piece. But I'm up a rook and 2 pawns. Horse F. I guess H is horse. F2 worked. Yeah, in this position where I drop back, I could go here and threaten the rook. So what if the rook then, for instance, threatened the... Okay, we can look at it afterwards. Okay, I have one final concern, and that is a back rank mate. It's quite easy. It's not even an issue as long as I have this guy, and I will soon push a pawn. That's the final thing I need to worry about here. I think I'll just do this, even though it drops a pawn. There, no more back rank mates. Threatening. Okay, not quite a checkmate. It's possible to block with the rook, but this staircase mate will at least force of a couple of rooks. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe he can go like here now to stop it. Yeah. Just keep pushing my pawn then. Guess maybe try to push here, just have a passed pawn. But actually, let's put in a little trick here. Because if this pawn is taken, it's a checkmate. Okay, realized there was a danger there. This move most likely coming up. No. Now, okay, I guess I could just trade rooks immediately. What's the fastest checkmate here? Haven't really found a checkmate yet, but guess it will come eventually. This is the only allowed move. So my pre-move disappears if I draw an arrow. Okay. Oh, my rapid rating wasn't that high. Thank you for the game, Charlotte. We can do one more game, but let's have a look at this one first. I think it was an interesting game, and you did create quite some struggles for me in the start. You gave away a pawn, but maybe I should have been more careful when I developed my pieces, because I struggle quite a bit with space to get my pieces in good positions. Didn't really have too many good moves, but I'm happy with this thing. Because here I was able to trade off some pieces. Then I felt this move might have been slightly risky, but I guess it works. So if you now go here, I can check here. King must go into the corner. Threatening checkmate. And threatening this guy. And the queen. This move though fixes all of those threats. But yeah, probably good for me. So if we go back, why did the board become so white now? Yeah, okay, this was a bit fun. If I now go here, white is in some trouble. And you kind of have 3 legal moves here. You can go here, you can go here, or you can take here. but yeah, if you go here or here, at least I can trade off the queens and afterwards take the rook. If I don't have something even better. But what's interesting is if you take and I take here, winning an exchange. But now, say this move. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's see that. So the issue is this threat. That being said, there are some moves to fix it, like just going in between with the knight or going up here. So it might work, but it's more risky than what I did, which was just to trade off. I think, I don't remember what was recaptured with. Okay, rook. So this I think was the safe approach, and it worked. But it would be really interesting to play this move. Okay, we can do one more game, Charlotte, and then I think I will end streaming for today. But yes, good luck. Scandinavian Defense here. I'll take the pawn. And queen takes, and I will move out my knight to just get a tempo, forcing the queen to move again, while I get to develop a piece. Most common moves are, I think this, okay, yeah. Why can't I draw arrows now? Okay, now it works. Yeah, I think this is the most common move, but this is also fine. Now I think the best move is to move the bishop out. Though I'm always kind of tempted to just move the queen out and try to trade off the queens. But if the queens are not traded, then the queen will kind of block for my bishop. My ideas now is to go knight here, maybe d4. Yeah, I can do both of those moves now, really. I think I'll just go knight here. I can now castle. Queen needs to move again, and that will be the third queen move in the first 5 moves, which it's not that decisive, but of course every time you move the queen means you cannot move another piece, so all of these pieces are still not developed, which is nice. Now I could go here, force the queen to move again, and then take the bishop. So the question is if I value this bishop better than this knight. I think I'll just castle. And now I'll do this. Not really sure why I did it now and not last time, but I'm still not really sure if it's a good or bad move for me. D4. I could go here and mess up his pawn structure. The thing is, it will open this line toward my king. So I don't think I want to do that. Oh, is this not a good move? Because this will create a lot of pressure here. No, I think it's alright. Because if he goes here, he could maybe just go bishop here. Could also consider taking here. Not like that. But yeah. We'll see. So we can draw arrows that no piece can make. But like, yes, if I draw this, then it will kind of make this knight arrow. Okay. But if I like go one more, then it will just make a straight arrow. That's a bit unfortunate. Why did I do that? I'm gonna give you a second life, Charlotte. So I will I will let your queen live for now, but this will be your only warning. Was it a misclick or just a misthought? So I think I'll just... I was drawing an arrow. Okay, that's unfortunate. So I'll just do like this, and now you better save your queen, or I'm not gonna be this nice on my next move. Alright, the queen lives. I mean, I can take care and mess up the pawn structure. Thing is, the bishop might be worth more than that. I could develop my last bishop, but I'm not really sure where I want to put it. Okay, let's actually just go here. Scare the queen a bit more, and my plan is maybe to move like the queen up here. Now. Okay, a queen offer here, or a queen trade offer. If I take and takes, I could take here, and then queen must take, and I take, and messed up pawn structure. But this time, as the queens are off, not really that much of an issue that this line is open. I think I'll actually go for that. But I think this is only move now, because queen is threatened, and you also kind of need to recapture here, so you just need to take the queen first. And then also I need to immediately take the queen back. Can save my bishop first. Then the queen will get away. And now I'll take with this rook. Takes here. And now I could also consider going up with my knight, adding some pressure here, but a queenside castle will kind of fix that. Okay, I'll just start by a3, maybe a bit passive, but just to stop these kind of moves. Okay, this guy is threatened now. You know what? Let's create more pawn weaknesses. I have the superior pawn structure now. My opponent has a bishop for a knight. Might be a slight advantage in such an open position. I would say my rooks are slightly more developed, but that could be fixed very soon for black. So I'm hoping I have a slight advantage due to the pawn structure. And then I will just try to slightly and steadily improve my position. So, what is... Yeah, okay, there it is. Because I didn't really see what the alternatives were there. But yeah, now I should start going after these pawns that are weak. But I also kind of want to kind of maybe move. Okay, let me start by going here. Now I can do this if I want to kind of make this pawn chain. At some point I might want to move one of these pawns up just to create some room for my king to escape. Doubling our rooks in this line and pushing this pawn, for instance, could be scary, but it takes quite some time for black to do something like that. I think I'll go up here. Maybe that was actually careless, because now, yeah, if like this move had come, then I couldn't have taken. That would actually have been a checkmate. Yeah, and now I can't move up here either, for the same reason. After bishop takes, pawn takes, and checkmate. I cannot go here. So this move is a bit annoying, and I don't think my knight will be trapped because I can always go here. So I think I just do that. Just pretty much because it might feel annoying. I am threatening this pawn now. And if that pawn moves up now, it will not work, because now I can take with the rook. Material wise, we are equal. But I think my position is slightly better, at least. Oh, or maybe I actually made a bad mistake here. What I was thinking about now was this move. If I move my knight, this drops. But maybe I can just take and protect. So then another rook comes into play. Yeah, I'm not sure. It probably would have been okay at least. But yeah, now I can take with my rook. I must not take with my pawn, then I will be checkmated. I need to fix that situation as soon as possible, I think. So maybe like c5 now could be a good move, exploiting that. But I think I would have had decent responses with maybe c3, for instance. But yeah, then a double pawn would have been gone, which would have been maybe nice for black. But okay, pawn moves up. I still can't really fix it though. So maybe I'll just go here. Thing is, if I like move c3, then still c5 is possible. If I move my rook, okay, then the pawn would be hanging, but maybe I could have moved my rook up. Okay, defending the pawn. So what if I go down here? The position is a bit weird. Like, what is this rook doing? It's like behind the enemy's pawns. Okay, now I have the possibility to trade off some pieces, trading off a pair of rooks, and also I could do a trade here. That will kind of make the pawn structure better though for black, but I am up a pawn. I could also go over here. But I think this should be enough. With these weak pawns. Now I'll just take the open line. Need to deal with the threat of a back rank mate at some point. But yeah, if I now go here. And I take, and if this move comes, I can first give a check. I'll do that now. King probably goes up, maybe here. Okay, this is just a one pawn endgame. I just bring out my king. Good game. Good game. This one was also interesting. You had to move your queen quite a few times in the opening. So if you could have put your queen on a more safe square early, you could have saved some queen moves, and then you could have used those moves to develop other pieces. So I think that's kind of what, if I'm gonna say something about the opening, that would be it. Except for that, all good. Yeah, this is of course unfortunate, but if he was trying to draw an arrow, I have certainly been in that situation before, where arrow turns into a move. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think I will be on tomorrow, but let's play some other day. It was certainly fun, and good luck with your chess. It was 2 interesting games, and I think you show a lot of potential. Yeah, then we got this situation where I could ended up with 2. You end up with 2 double pawns. You have only played for 2 days, while I have played more or less for 7 years. And yet you weren't that far from beating me. So very good. Yeah, and then this endgame was interesting too. But I won a pawn, and then I was able to trade off some pieces. And yeah, general ID, you should not trade off pieces when you are struggling, like here. Maybe if you are like close to being checkmated, but when you trade off the last pair of rooks and it's all down to the pawns, and I have 3 extra pawns, it's very easy. If you have the rooks, at least you can like create some chaos, making it a bit more tricky. But like now it's very straightforward to just get a pawn to become a queen, and get my king also into the final checkmate. But yes, good game and well played. I think I will end my stream now, but it has been fun. And I'll see you the next time. Not really sure when that will be, but yeah, we'll see. You're welcome, Charlotte, and thank you for playing with me as well. It was fun games. Yes, alright, so bye.